Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mills on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Our first down throw for Mills. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down, Mills. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Mills now from the 50. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Houston.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour.
Whoa. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I'm one, right? 11, mighty.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
To about the 35, second down. The Vikings at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 35 on second down, Burrow. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Well, now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1, ready?
11. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just didn't take the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here.
11.
They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd and long for Mills. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Burrow completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Coleman will try up the middle. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Cook again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Vikings have moved out in front.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay,
so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Seibert's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
On second down, Mills again. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And this one too low.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They go play action. Mills.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter. To me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Burrow looking to pass. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. But how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second down, it's Cook again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Burrow on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Robert Tonyan,
67 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case,
and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 43.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 39, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Mills now looks to throw on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mills.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Houston.
Off the play fake, Mills. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Burke. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mills to the air again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Tunyon, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 21. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Burrow. With a catch made by Johnson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and the advance it downfield.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the line, ready?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose.